Hey, what's going on, guys? Bflattened here with a brand new video today. Today we're going to be going over the Tiny Tina's hotfix notes for August 4th. Let's go ahead and take a peek at them, shall we? So we have the in-game reroll mini event where moon orbs drop and the reroll machine has been discounted in half. The badass skeleton enemy would occasionally be too scared to respawn in Queen's Gate as intended. Stelis's water geyser damage has been reduced by half. Nightmare's radial shockwave damage has been reduced by half, and Drill's tailwave and fireball attack damage have been reduced by 25%. So it looks like we got ourselves a 4th week of a Notfix. Oh joy. Let's roll the clip, shall we?
7 steps up the cliff and stop right there. No, I beg your pardon. Why don't we stop tape? I believe the mountain climber has been drinking.
However, that's not where everything rides and rests. We did get ourselves our skill tree for the BlightCaller. So let's go ahead and take a look at it now, shall we? We have the class feat, the action skills, passive skills, and the art of the BlightCaller. Let's go ahead and look at a few skills here. Here's our skill tree. The Whispers of Rot is what it's called. The class feat is called Whispers of Rot. Applying a status effect increases elemental damage for a duration, and it can stack. Action skills, Plague Storm. The Fate Maker summons a Plague Storm at target location, dealing poison status effect damage over time in an area. Whenever the Fate Maker deals non-ability damage, a percentage of it is stored. The Plague Storm periodically creates elemental bolts targeting a random number of enemies underneath it, dealing ability damage of a random elemental type equal to the damage stored split among all targets and clearing all stored damage. The Bog Totem summons a Bog Totem companion at target location where periodically creates elemental spirits that seek out nearby enemies, dealing ability damage and exploding on impact. Elemental damage type is based on the Fate Maker's currently equipped gun when activated. Whenever the Fate Maker kills an enemy while Bog Totem is active, its duration is partially restored. Bog Totem has multiple charges, and pinging an enemy will cause your Bog Totem to target them. Some passive skills, we have Virulence. That's how you pronounce it. First try. Status effect application chance is increased. Status effect duration is increased. Geist in the Shell, like Poltergeist, I guess. Gun critical hits have a chance to create a homing poison bog spirit that seek out nearby enemies, dealing poison ability damage and exploding. Wraith Mail, kill skill, restore a percentage of your ward. Tier 2, we have Hex Machina. Fire rate is increased. When the Fate Maker swaps their current gun, double this bonus for a duration. Active Decay increases poison damage. Lawless Edge, again increased damage dealt based on how full your ward is. The fuller your ward, the greater the bonus. Worst Curse, applying a dark magic status effect increases your spell damage and ability damage for a duration. It can stack. Bog Down, dealing non-status poison effect damage, has a chance to create a water nova, soaking all nearby enemies. Soaked enemies take more damage from lightning and frost, but less from fire, and has a short cooldown. So it has a 1-point skill to deal the exact same things that the Tiebreaker and the Capes to Tide items have from DLC 1. Interesting. Applying as lightning status effect increases your movement speed and causes Fate Maker to regenerate a percentage of their ward per second for a duration. It stacks. Tier 4, Frostbite. Applying a frost status effect increases your melee damage and crit chance for a duration. It can stack. Burnt Offering. Applying a fire status effect increases your gun damage and spell cooldown rate for a duration. It stacks. Applying a poison status effect increases your critical hit damage, companion damage, and action skill damage cooldown rate for a duration. It stacks. Restore the Veil, Life Leech, and from Dark Magic now restores Ward instead. Maximum Ward is increased and maximum health is decreased. Tier 6, Spirit Swarm. Applying a status effect has a chance to create a Spirit Swarm companion that will seek out nearby enemies, dealing damage over time. Damage dealt and damage type is based on elemental applied status effect. Triggering Spirit Swarm again will refresh its duration and will use the new status effect damage. If higher, you may redirect the Spirit Swarm by pinging an enemy. Here's our full art of the BlightCaller. And that is our new class in full. So if you would like the skill tree look, and if you would like to take a little peek further yourself, I'll put a link in the description so that you guys can take a look at it. Other than that, we have our class information at least. That's a thing to look forward to. So I am excited about that. Other than that, I think that's going to do it for this week's Notfix and also the information on BlightCaller. You guys have yourselves a great evening. Take care. My name is Bflattened, and I'm signing on out of here. Take care, all. Laters.